Hey everyone, welcome back to another live session. So, in this session, last a few days, I'm just working on to organize. So nowadays, I'm just implementing. I'm just implementing. Nowadays I'm implementing AI pipeline into my uh, architecture. And when I say AI pipeline, it's very it's not easy as you think. So last 2 days I'm just researching about how can I create the pipeline. So yesterday I was talking about an entire day I was researching and I end up with this uh, finalized flow, but still I need to clarify something so I can actually integrate that pipeline with my architecture. And the second challenge is, as a lot of platform also hide the model choosing, and some of them also let user to pick the models, right? So right now I'm thinking about, should I let user to pick the model, or internally I can orchestrate based on the task type. So basically ai I'm building AI tools to automate business workflow and operation. That the things I'm building. So here you go. And these AI tools, it's more of AI as a assistant, less of AI as an agent. But it's sort of like, agentic workflow I also build, but you can see I'm building AI as an assistant. It's a totally different stuff you have to understand, because to build agent you have to work with the memory management, context engineering, and RAG, embedding, vector database. So you need different type of infrastructure. But I just want to launch with this AI as assistant, then I can iterate toward agent. Because as I observe, this pipeline is very complex, and it's very it's very complex than I thought. So right now just I am uh, so this is my AI runtime pipeline. So from prompt to task resolution, then task, context builder and knowledge builder, complexity assessment, execution strategy, then planner, and then again execution plan, then model selection, then executor, then structure output, command generator, and then runtime command. So this is entire AI runtime. Then I have my entire runtime architecture. So this one's only for AI. Then I have also other, which is uh, where it merge. So this is a unified my long running tasks and simple tasks. So here I got a doubt about it. So here I just paste and then I ask some question. Okay. Now this is my plan for AI long running and simple tasks. So again, my question is how system evaluate and figure out which tasks will be long running and which tasks will be simple. So what basis I can figure out. So this is I ask Claude, how Claude responds. So let's see how Claude responds this answer. Sonnet, low, I don't know, maybe medium, default medium, that's medium. So this how my system figure out which task is complex and which task is simple, because not every task are complex, because when the task is complex I have to route to background job, which means it would be long running. Maybe it takes more than 10 seconds, 20 seconds during that period. Let's say you close that tab. But if you use background job, then you have to, yeah, so you don't need to care about what's going on the screen. Maybe your internet is gone, still that job will be running on the background. That's you need asynchronous long running tasks. And I'm using platform called ingest. So ingest handle that. So let's run this calm inside Kimi. So now you can see it's very understand now. Still I have a choice to decide which one I should pick because I want to make a robust deterministic pipeline. So still I'm just understanding the mental model, the pipeline. So right now I'm understanding the AI task classification because in my platform each task is not a long running task. Some tasks take fewer tokens, some tasks is reasoning based. Right. So that's why I have to route long running tasks versus direct LLM call. So just I'm researching how can I Nice. Right now, I'm just understanding the pipeline for AI task classification because not each task is long running task. So I have to understand so that I can create this pipeline. So still, what will be the uh, concept so system can figure out? Like it should be capability based because when users select output format, for example, um, maybe mind map, flowchart, or Kanban. So can I always route to async job? And when comes to only improve grammar or improve node, that must be async. What do you think? Is still, or I can grab the input size and prompt. So like, should I use multi-step? Like how Miro or Notion strategize these things? Can you explain one by one so I can actually understand how can I implement in my platform? how system estimate the how much tasks or estimate tasks from request. So now I understand. Okay, so it would be based on estimate work. So how I should find. So as you can see, this way I just understand any pipeline. I iterate a lot, then I end up with some practical execution pipeline. Once you build that pipeline or architecture, then it will be very easy to implement because you know exactly what you are doing. So if you get any error, easily you can fix it. And I already have this code base. It's almost 67,000 lines of code. So now you can imagine how complex it is to implement any features into it. So the feature is not the I'm just adding a capability. So this is the AI features you can understand. I'm building it's kind of like AI tools to automate business operation and business workflow. So my ultimate goal is that one human can run entire company. So if you look at nowadays, we are living in a agentic era. So American company already create tools to automate the coding part. But in real life, yeah, so we create coding part. That's the first step. But when we are facing a real time challenge, then we have to struggle. We have to manage the business operation. Right, so that's this platform is about to automate our business operation and business workflow. Yeah, it can be anything, right? Because business operation it's not like a one thing, it's a huge ecosystem. So my ultimate goal to build a separate agent But now I'm just building AI as an assistant, not AI as an agent. It's more of assistant, less of agent. But last 2 days I'm just researching about AI pipeline. I've already built up the execution flow, but it's still some area I'm not sure how to do it. So yeah, before implementing, I just want to know. Because yeah, so I think guys, we are using AI tools. Okay, some tools allow us to choose models, some are not. And the question is, not every task is long running task. So now here I have to optimize. This is called AI engineering, right? I have to optimize the models, the yeah, because here I have to optimize the cost efficiency, right? So that's I am researching about how can I create a efficient pipeline so that user can optimize their use case, because user don't care. Yeah, user don't care about the models. They only care about output. So in application platform, yeah, so they join this platform because they want to solve their problem. Yeah, these are totally different. You can choose the models. So because yeah, because you are caring about the speed, output, right? That but in the application type platform, for example, mine and like Miro, Notion, they are totally different. So that's the things I'm right now understanding how will I implement, and this is called AI engineering, right? And yeah, so like yeah, I think to build agent, you have to understand AI engineering. বল বল বাড়িতে বাড়িতে খেতে তাহলে কত ফালতু ছেলে তো ওই কি লেগেছে বাবা বলতো পাঠাতো so you can see right now I am uh, building AI pipeline. So in AI pipeline, it's very difficult to orchestrate, right? And a lot of platform allow us to choose model, and some of them are not uh, letting us, right? So I'm just figuring out what path will be best, and also I'm just figuring out the task classification, so I can route the correct model, and then and also the long running tasks, And this way I'm working, guys. This is a raw. I just use this chatbot as a understanding tools. I paste. I like last 2 days. I'm just researching all about AI before writing any line of code, and because I already have a huge code base, it's more than 65,000 lines of code, and already unified my pipeline. I already unified my pipeline, and now I'm just building. And if you look at, this is my document, and I just document my entire code base and mental model and execution flow. So this is the unified AI execution flow. So I've already decided how to do it, but some areas still are not sure how to do it. And this is my flow. Okay, so I already finalized my flow, but some area from this structure, like how can I infer, how can I figure out a request to what would be the task. It's a long running or it's a simple, because here long running it's kind of like takes more time and the reasoning model, and simple task means it can be one call, direct LLM call. So that's you have to find right model and right path. So that's I'm doing. And yeah, I think I also observe, like, building a AI native platform, it's very difficult to understand the AI engineering, because yeah, now you need planning, because AI is an intelligence, so you have to plan how AI take the input and convert into right structure output. So yeah, that's uh, totally fine. But when you are working on a complex project like my project, so like I'm just automating a business operation and business workflow. So not it's like input versus output. AI can do that. ChatGPT also can do that. But internally, I have to understand user. Let's say user asks, okay, create authentication mind map or flow chart or Kanban board. Okay, so I have to understand input. Maybe your input is not long. If you give me exact input, so the model can figure out what you want. But let's say just just you put create authentication or research about a startup about X or Y project or product. Then the challenge is arise, right? Because now internally I have to figure out and I have to route. That's the challenging part, guys. Right now I'm facing this last 2 days. I'm just understanding the mental model and execution pipeline. Although I figure out the pipeline. Okay, this is my pipeline. Yeah. So and this is the folder structure in where I handle all my code. So I already figured out all this stuff, and this is the unified for task classification. You can see the user prompt, application layer, then orchestration layer, then task resolution, then task complexity assessment. Okay, and if you look at, I already this is my folder structure. So I plan where my code will be there. Okay, so this is my plan. So before writing any line of code, I've already planned my code base, my mental model, my execution flow. That's how I work. So you guys watch, like I'm doing hype coding, but yeah, because I observe in this era, your job is to understand code base and pipeline. Once you understand both of them, you just provide the instruction the way you want the code. Any AI tools, not only ChatGPT or Claude, they can write code. I'm talking about they can write code based on your instruction. But when it comes to long running tasks, like you are asking Claude, hey, create this website, then Claude or Codex are good enough to run long running. So they figure out. But in larger code base, you decide the architecture, you decide the flow. Okay. But so you want AI to become deterministic and reliable. So in this case, you have to understand first what your architecture is about, how you execute, how you mentally what's your pipeline. So you have to provide the context to AI. Hey man, this is my architecture, you have to follow, right? So then AI much more will answering the way you want, right? So here that's, but yeah, you can call all sorts of hype coding, but hype coding concept means just you give a prompt, AI figure out, AI write the thing. So that's why all the code editor like cursor, like VS Code, and nowadays also anti-gravity, right? So nowadays I'm not using any of them for writing code. I use ChatGPT because this uh, like agents are very expensive, I observe. But nowadays I don't write much more code. I just implement the pipeline and fix the right, because I already have my code base and I fix all of them because it's been 4 months I'm working on it, right? And my working style like this. I just start with fewer word. I convert that fewer word into idea, and then idea turn into plan, and then I convert plan into a strategy, and then I make strategy into approach, and then I convert approach into execution. So when I say execution, that means implementation plan. So if you look at why, okay, here you go. So if you look at, this is a notion, guys. So if you look at, so as I am a solo founder in my project, I don't have anything. So that's why I just, whatever I wrote or research, I just write down. Right? It's very helpful. Like I don't know the feeling I have for this, but trust me, if you document like this, you will get a benefit a lot. Like when you are refactoring, so you just revise, okay, this is a model I'm building. So it will be very easy. Even though, let's say now, if I ask, hey, ChatGPT to write this code, I have to provide this context. If I provide this context, then ChatGPT understand, okay, I have to follow this pipeline. So you have a lot of benefit. And I'm using Notion, so it's totally free of cost. I'm not paying any platform with any money. So I just, my document is very huge, right? Yeah, so my entire pipeline. So that's how I work. This is my ultimate goal, to show you if you want to build a startup, and yeah, you can. And my even though I'm gonna solve this like this complex and brain boring tasks, because I'm facing this issue. So as I told you that I am reducing the business operation and business workflow. So founder or developer can only focus on solving the practical and real life problem, not this just this, because we can delegate to uh, any like agent. Because now before AI era, we just still we are hiring people. Why? we are we are delegating, yeah, we delegate tasks to team because we cannot handle. So founder or developer only focus the real problem, the strategy, right? So as the goal is to have to make one human can run in their company, so yeah, we have to create the entire infrastructure. So I'm building that infrastructure for long term, right? Because yeah, we can fantasize it, okay, okay, now agent can take over job. Okay, I mean, that's I see this way. AI agent reduce a dependency. For example, in my case, right now I'm not hiring anybody, any co-founder or any video create a content creator or maybe thumbnail creator. All the tasks are done by AI. So my dependency is, there is no dependency, right? So that's I see this way AI reduce dependency. So, but if you look at the bigger problem, guys, now one individual can create a software company or any SaaS company. You don't need to hire team, or we need bigger infrastructure, because if you look at the entire world, few nations are developed. They are consuming the higher, like like the high quality lifestyle, all the stuff, right? But if you look at majority nation, we are struggling the foundation. So as I am from India, so I know, and particularly I am from village. So if you look at my background, and here nowadays it's very, the temperature is very high. So that's I'm wearing this like it's kind of like t-shirt, but yeah, because of that reason. Okay, anyways, but I'm gonna solve this problem. Trust me, guys. I sacrifice all the stuff to to solve this issue, right? And if you look at why do I say I am working 14 hours a day, that's true, guys. If you look at my streaming, okay, so I try to show you as much as I can, but I'm not recording or streaming 14 hours. But if you love to actually, so I can show my 14 hours live stream. If you want to see my craziness, please comment or chat. So yeah, I can entirely live stream, because I know, I think if I work, then there is a chance to make it happen. But if I stop, there is no chance. So this is my work ethic. I love. I don't like to say something, but more I like to make it happen. So, anyways, uh, and guys, what do you think? Like, can we, like as a developer, our job is to solve the entire problem. I think if one individual can take a responsibility to a particular problem, because the market can reward you. Okay, market can reward you a lot. This is we call entrepreneurship, or like, yeah, because, and guys, one more things I want to say about the coding. Now I think technology company always get benefit a lot. Physical company are not. The SaaS company always I scale faster than physical company. So that's why if you look at America, like, they are controlling the entire world because they have a Silicon Valley ecosystem, and Silicon Valley is called the technology capital, right? So if one capital, like this type of environment exists in each nation, I think the nation should be equal, but it's not fair. So AI can help us to make the fairness, right? Okay, I hope you guys can make, like, yeah, you guys can understand what I'm saying. All the things I'm saying from my heart, because every single day I just wake up to, and I just self talk a lot, man. It's not fair, right? And as I create my mental model and my brain algorithm to work, and I sacrifice all the stuff, the fun. I don't know what's called fun, happiness. I don't know at all those three words. I only know I wake up, work, and so okay. I just talk a lot. But yeah, so like, to be honest, I don't talk a lot because, as I told you, in this journey, I'm alone. I don't have anybody. So in this room, I just lock myself last 2 years, and yeah, I just talk with ChatGPT, understand the technical part, the coding part, the business part, the economics part. Okay, so okay, I'm back. I'm back. Just I went to grab this water bottle. Yeah, yeah, you are absolutely right. Cloud code is better for long running tasks, and yeah, if you let Cloud code to figure out, Cloud code can figure out. Okay, so I'm not saying like Cloud code is the best, but I'm saying like any AI tools write a code. Okay, that's for sure. Like if you give instruction or anything, any AI tools can write the code. But if you let AI tools to figure out the strategy or the pipeline or execution flow, then Cloud code is the best in the planet, right? So yeah, I also believe that. But here I'm not like let AI to figure out all the model, because I already have my existing architecture, my pipeline, and my yeah, entire system. I know how it works. So if I let Claude, then I will waste a lot of time to figure out what Claude is saying. But yeah, if I let my entire code flow to Claude, then Claude can understand the entire code base. That's for sure. So that's why, yeah, we can run agent on code base, but it will be very expensive. But now, yeah, as I know, so I already note down my code base, the pipeline, the architecture rules. You can understand. You can see this is the system architecture, and this is the platform pipeline. So all the things, how I, yeah, this is my development roadmap, right? So that's a I don't know, it's Claude. And even though Claude is not free of cost, but here I'm using ChatGPT as a free of cost. So that's the like trade-off. But I believe for researching purpose, ChatGPT is the best. Claude is not, because whatever you say, Claude give you that large answer, or like yeah, but ChatGPT don't give you a large answer until you ask. Okay, what
your goal of this whole project?
Okay, so my I think, okay, so if you are new this live stream, so my ultimate goal this project is very simple. I want to automate the business workflow and business operation, which means one human can run the entire company. So as nowadays all the American company they focus on automating the coding part, but still there is a lack of very niche business operational automation. So my ultimate goal to automate that business operation and business workflow. So one human can run entire company with help of some agent. So right now I'm not building a full autonomous agentic workflow, but my platform is more of AI as an assistant, less of AI as an agent. To build agent, we need a different infrastructure. But as I have whatever resource, I'm just building with it. So yeah, so internally, 10 to 15% it's a agent workflow, but 80 to 80% of AI as assistant. So where just you can organize the product research, all this stuff, like you can mentally organize your plan like that. And it's a collaborative, yeah. So I already fixed, so this is called a real-time collaborative. I also allow users so they can work with team member as well in real time. Right, yeah. If you want to work by yourself, that, yeah, that's okay, but nowadays people are working with team member. So right now my ultimate goal to focus on individual than team, but I'm also still building that team infrastructure as well. I hope you understand what I'm building. And almost 75% my code base is complete, right? So I already have the completion. Now just I need to add AI features into it. And this code base is almost 67,000 lines of code and 776 plus files exist. So now you can imagine. And
Nice initiative, but how will your code outwork a single human who was work uh, each?
well, okay, so you,
How will your code or work each entire life as a accountant and knows everything about how will handle legal functions or marketing?
yeah. So I think that's we have called memory, right? So agent understand your preference and your taste, and the more chat, yeah. So if you give the context to it, then it can understand. So that's we call agent, because agent is kind of like take action. So it called tools, right? So but AI as a assistant, it's not like that, because agents is totally different. Agent can act, but AI as assistant doesn't. That's the difference. But now the problem is memory management and context management. So now in this world, still the full autonomous doesn't exist, because of we are not there is no proper infrastructure for memory management and context management. Nowadays a lot of American startup they try to building infrastructure around memory management and context window management, because this is the yeah, this is the backbone for a agent. Because and now also the context is very cumbersome, which means now AI model only handle context, like some, let's say ChatGPT only handle 256k token, or also Claude also have 200 token, 200k token. So yeah, so because agent use that model, right? But we have to create also the memory, so that your previous chat agent can understand. And each task, like yeah, so it will be very complex, because like the more context, the more complexity, the more cost. So that's why people are struggling a lot to figure out a new solution. So that's why research team and all the like AI engineering, they figure out the right path. So, but I think after 3 or 4 years, engineer can figure out the right path, but still we are not there. So yeah, but your question is very good. But I think as I told you, if you look at the problem, okay, now one human can run. Yeah. So right now it's not necessary you have to become a technical guy. You have to become a AI manager, a agent manager. That's for the real job, right? But the question is, we have a thousand and billions of problems, the inequality, right? So in order to fix that, we have to bring, we have to create abundance of output. When you say abundance of output, that means you have to bring the price. So I think yeah, so yeah, that's we need economics knowledge. So I have guys economic background, because I dropped out from my master degree, and then I start this coding part, because I also is struggling with hiring, like finding co-founder or technical team. Then I realize, okay, to build something I have to learn. Then I just sacrifice my economics, and then last 2 years I lock this room and uh, understand all the technology, like DSA or software development, and DevOps, and nowadays also AI engineering, and uh, machine learning and deep learning. But I'm not fully understand machine learning and deep learning. But yeah,
You need a lot of heavy investor to even scratch surface project. Why don't you rather make your project more workflow central and rather doing every job? It just tells most people.
yeah. Right now, yes. Right now, my okay. Yeah. Right now, my platform is more of workflows central. Yeah. That's what. Yeah. So right now, if you look at my manual task is like yeah, workflows central. So as I told you, my future plan is agent can handle all the tasks. But right now, my platform is more of workflow, because right now I cannot manage the autonomous agent. So yeah, you said I need a lot of team, like investors. Yeah, yeah, that's for sure. But first I want to launch this project and get some feedback, because I have investor contact. I 2 years ago I start my first startup with my friend. Then I have gathered a lot of investor and network. So this suggests me, and so I have their contact, so I can talk with them. But first I want to test out, and then let's see what happens. And yeah,
It just tells most efficient path, which is betterment of company, kind of acting like a chief operation officer.
yeah, yeah, CEO. I, I think I think if you are a solo developer, or like you are building a platform by yourself, then you are understanding what I'm saying. So as I told you guys, if you look at my workflow management, so I'm using Notion, Miro, and other tools to like organize my stuff. So I face this issue, and as I told you, if you look at developing nation, okay, so Silicon Valley have the advantage of network people, so they can start company, they get funded, and they start and they launch and then iterate, right? So they have the talent pools, the money pooled, and But if you look at the developing nation, we are just first time founder, we are just first time worker, we just first time because we are from a lower city or maybe a village, because fewer people just living a city, right? But if you look at the mindset, I think who are from lower city or lower background or lower village, they have a mindset to do something, but they don't have resource. But but agent can't help us. That's the things I observe. So I want to like right now I'm trying to build an infrastructure for a developer and a founder, and I have to figure out the market fit. That's for sure. But right now let's launch it and then iterate, because I believe my work ethic and my work style is like that. I start with word, then I convert that word into idea, and then I work on idea, then I convert idea into plan, and then I make plan into strategy, and then I convert strategy into approach, and then I make approach into execution. So this is the flow, because I don't believe when I start I will have all the answer. So yeah, so same things I apply in my coding. I don't know architecture at all. Last 4 months I figure out everything by like iterating. So yeah, so your name is Silly Sucks. Hey buddy, where you from? Silly, where you from? Okay, right. So okay, it's silly. Okay, I'm from India. Okay, I know you're from India. A very small, very well deep seated in startup and their workings. Okay, I got you. So which state are you from? Delhi, Pune, Bengaluru, where? Okay. Can you list out in one place previous six signal? Uh, okay, so right now I'm just figuring out how can I route the tax classification. So now I got like four signal. So based on that signal, I think I have to work with something, but still I'm not sure. Plan structure size, estimate artifact count, estimate AI calls. estimated token consumption. Okay, this is the sixth final. Okay. Okay, so I got this is the final complexity formula. Okay, to understand how what would be the complex tasks and simple tasks. So let's understand deeply what these are. And I create a branch from here uh, so that I can have a context. But particularly, I want to learn this concept. So I have this prompt. So this chat session only give me a prompt. This project is only give me also all my prompt. It can be a video generation prompt or image generation prompt. Okay. Now I want to understand the six signal, how each signal works, and how my system or my runtime figure out from input and how they route. So tell me those explanation so I can understand. So, so now basically I'm just figuring out how my system figure out input from request what would be the task. It's a simple task or it's a complex task. Because if the simple task I have to route the simple model, and if it's complex task I have to route the reasoning model as well as long running tasks. So when I say long running tasks, it can be 30 second, 1 minute. So I have to use background job, right? Because when you say background job, which means if you close your tab, but let's say after requesting, then you close your tab, or maybe the internet is gone, still you will get that uh, answer when you have your internet is back or you open the tab. So now I have to document something. Okay. So execution strategy, resolver. Okay, yeah, task resolution hierarchy. Complex formula. So I have to do nested because lot of doc I. uh, So now you can see how I work with any AI tools. So particularly ChatGPT because you see I'm doing hype coding, but it's not like hype coding. So because I understand what I'm doing, so I research a lot. So now if you look at this chatbot understand my source. So I already have my architecture that is graph system and document system. So that part is it's not AI runtime. That's the collaborative runtime, right? So yes, that's I want to make. Yeah, I always want to make chatbot as accurate or reliable as I want. this is the first, it's like format complexity, and then input context size. So yeah, so like this way the AI platform is built, right? So but that's why I'm just showing you how we can build a AI. So like it's very easy to see, okay, that guy, that team built that particular AI, but under the hood, that much research they did to understand the context. But if somebody have experience and they are very good at, they already build AI project, so they can build, man. But we are first time entrepreneur or first time developer, and we didn't work any AI SaaS level, enterprise level project. So we have to spend more time on research. Not only we can understand the code base, but also we can build another one. That's that what make us a pro developer. So we, even though I call it a vibe coding, but it's not of like vibe coding. It's kind of like we are doing vibe researching. Like we are doing vibe researching. But that problem, guys, I'm solving. I'm gonna replace this issue. Like manually you are researching, understanding. I just create a particular tools which I'm building. You give a prompt, okay, this maintain model I want to understand, and it generate automatically document that the way I did in Notion, and the mind map, the flow chart, the Kanban board, right? So you can just visualize even though the image, right? So yeah, so that, imagine how it can reduce a developer time and founder time. So it reduce the waste of time we are spending, right? So guys, that's every single day. Just I wake up and I understand I have to do it. Okay, and I sacrifice my entire life and I just lock in this room. So you can see I work 14 hours a day, man. Because in this race, you're not alone. So if you're building AI startup, right? So this is the this is called, we are understanding execution strategy resolver. So how you execute model, how you understand the prompt, right? So guys, now you can understand, like now you can see how complex the AI pipeline is. Right now, as I've already fixed my AI runtime execution flow, but somewhere also I'm facing the task classification issue and model selection issue, which means how can I predict the input, right? What, like, the question is, user give input and I have to route based on input, because each task is not complex task, each task doesn't need uh, the reasoning model. And when, if the task is long, I have to route into ingest, which is asynchronous long running background jobs executor. So yeah, that's, I'm just figuring out by researching. We see a lot of people create a huge platform and we appreciate, but this is the work we have to put. That's, I'm just streaming, that's why I'm just streaming how I build, how I research. Now I have to prompt and I want to understand something. Based on my this six signal and my execution flow, now tell me how system prompt and input prompt decide which route my system take. So now I understand this scenario. So can you rewrite this prompt where I can actually understand this concept clearly? So you can see, even I don't know, as I told you, I convert my word into idea. So let's say I don't know that particular scenario to ask to explain. So yeah, what I know, I just ask AI. AI can figure out the prompt and then I can ask. So this is the prompt, guys. And I always say, just don't switch the chat session. So this chat session can understand my previous conversation and flow. So yeah. So this way I research and I document. So this is the suggestion of the new system flow and how this system flow works. So this is the user prompt, as you know, and this is the system prompt. So we just expand the prompt into the structure prompt, right? And this is the layer one. And in my case, I'm just saying, okay, create a startup execution roadmap. So how system understand this prompt? So usually user do these things like, so in your technical term, user provide intent, goal, topic, maybe some constraint or requirement, right? And user doesn't provide these type of things like task type, complexity, execution strategy, AI calls, and token estimated. So this is our job, which means system has to figure out these things. That's the challenge. So far, I'm just struggling to figure out these things because the user only provide the intent, the goal, maybe some topic, maybe constraint or some requirement. But user usually don't. So 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 yeah. For example, in this my case, just I provide this prompt, right? And this model figure out my intent. So this is my intent, like I just mentioned it. But yeah, so that's the intent. So this is my challenge. I have to I have to figure out with my runtime. This is our runtime concept, task resolution. So here I call tasks whatever input we get from our user prompt. So capability means what my platform can do. For example, generate document, generate a mind map, or improve mind map, or improve flowchart, or research, which means analyze. So I call this is capability, and this is the operation like a particular unit of task. And then surface, I have two surface, that is canvas and document. Then format, what format the output you want, through document, through flowchart, through Kanban board, or whatever it is. Like this. This is the example. And this is called deterministic because same input, same output. That's we call deterministic. So in my case, the planner's job is to structure the output. So plan just create a structure. So yeah, I can dynamically call another AI, right? So yeah, maybe this way I can structure, and yeah, like this, and then complexity estimate. Then five, the layer is five, complexity estimator. This is a pipeline. I have this six collection: the format complexity, the input context size, plan structure size, artifact count, estimated AI calls, estimated token consumption. So I have this six signal, and then execution strategy. So, so these two things we have to understand. So in our case, for any AI application, so your AI decide intent, goal, structure, relationships, content, and planning. But the runtime decide the task, the complexity, the execution mode, the workflow, the retries, scheduling. And runtime answer, should we use a long running task or not? So in our case, ingest. Now I just review my existing architecture. So I have this. So now my current execution flow and the code base. These two are aligned with my recent mindset or recent architecture flow. Can you review it and tell me my flow is finalized flow, or I have to add something so so it can become the clear and production ready? And if this flow doesn't cover all the um, implementation, you can give me the entire flow. And yeah, but you have to put when you start the answer, you have to put the title so I can understand what this answer is about. So this is my original prompt, and now I want to structure because I know my prompt is not good. Yeah, so I just copy from here, cut, and then here I paste. So this chat session, now polish it so it make it structural. Now you can see. Now it so if you look at my original prompt is not structured the way any AI prompt understand. So yeah, that's why I have separately prompt session. And now here I paste, and now it can review better than my prompt. as you finalize execution flow, so now I want you to give me a finalized code base and their folder structure in one hierarchy, so I can follow the new code base. Now provide. So as I decide to go with the new flow, that's correct. And now I'm asking to create a new folder structure. The orchestration layer, execution strategy, builder, coordinator, policies. Why, okay. Well, give me my, just modify and fix my previous version uh, code folder. And yeah, the previous one is right, but again I have to provide, otherwise the Now modify this structure hierarchy and align with new flow. Now give me the full code base about this structure and folder. Even I'm asking you to give me full code base, all the folder and their files, so I can implement all those code one by one. So give me the AI runtime, all the folder and their files, and also AI infrastructure, AI orchestration, and AI workflow. The way I design, but as I have new flow, so you have to adjust with it and then provide all code base in one place with same hierarchy. So first of all, I think I have to copy the previous one, this one. It's kind of like, so now here full. মনে হয় আজকে বৃহস্পতিবার কেন ওই রেডিও সকালে খাওয়া সকালে খাওয়া লাগবে সকালে খাওয়া রাখছি আমার খাই Okay, so guys, now I gotta go. So this is my friend and he's calling me to go outside. So okay, থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ। লাইভ স্ট্রিমিং মানে বিভিন্ন সময় আছে কত চ্যাট চ্যাট ছড়া লাইভ স্ট্রিম এটাই মজা হবে মানে বিভিন্ন লাইভ